Hi, I'm Dave. This is Dave Splains, and we're going to talk about making good Excel. Now, it's been close to a year, maybe more, since I made my bad Excel video. And then, I don't know what we were trying to accomplish with that. I think I was just saying, don't make bad Excel, and this is bad Excel. But we never really talked about good Excel. So today we're going to fix that by making a good Excel video. So really quick to the board, and we're going to go somewhere else afterwards, but to the board, we're going to talk about this really quick. Now, usually when you're making Excel in data science, in my life, you are doing a data set of some sort, and usually it's like a CSV kind of thing. And we're going to get to that because probably the two most used, I want to say, well, okay, for data science, no. For data science, it's more likely going to be like a text thing with a flat file, and it's going to be delimited in some way. Delimited means it's going to be separated in some way. Most popular is going to be probably CSV, which is comma separated value. And JSON is a similar thing, but JSON's a little bit more readable than CSV because it reminds you of what the question is every single time, versus CSV, here's your columns and you're only going to have your headers up at the top. Text files, similar situation, whatnot. So, but text files and CSV files are very, very similar in that respect, whereas JSON is not. All of them can be generated by a computer, so anytime somebody wants you to write JSON in a interview, just kind of if you don't get the job, I wouldn't take it seriously. You probably don't want to work there. So anyway, we have our JSON thing, and our JSON thing is very, very simple. Okay, so JSON, you've got your open and closed brackets, and in there you have a key and a value, and then a key and a value, and a key and a value. Okay, fine. So in keeping with that, you would have the questions asked over and over and over. So the entire set would be like user one, and then it would be question one, question, and then answer, what have you. But we'll go into this and we'll say, well, user one is the ID. Our user ID will be one, and then it'll be subscribed. Yes. Now that yes might be a 1 or 0, meaning yes or no, or it might actually be yes. And then it'll be liked the video. Yes. And then it'll go to user 2, and that's how you would write JSON. But here, instead of key value, you'll have question and answer. And it'll be user ID, person who's watching this video currently, current, subscribed, yes, liked, yes, commented, yes. Whereas in my normal stuff, it's no, I haven't done any of that stuff. I just kind of came by and didn't really think about liking. Don't feel bad, because I don't always think about liking either. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that if you were to like the video, if you were to subscribe, it would really help me out. And that's all I'm really saying, ish. But I'm also casually reminding you because, honestly, my subscribers make up about 0.01% of my viewership, which means, bleh. So if I got 10% of my viewership, I'd be well on my way to, really being helped out, really. Anyway, let's go to that CSV thing. Now, that CSV and that text is set up the same exact way, where you're going to have the question, and 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 then you're going to have every single answer. And the questions are your headers for your columns. So it'll be user 1, 2, 3. It'll be subscribed, liked, commented, notification, whatever, and it'll be yes, 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 instead of no, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. I subscribed. I liked it. All right, great. Thanks. Now, for a little bit more clarification, we're going to go to the video. Sorry, the video is me on the computer. Let's talk about Excel. Now, one thing that I learned when first doing Excel properly is to leave A1 alone, go to B2. B2 allows you to make a mistake and have that column or row, available to you if you need it. And sometimes you do. So all right. So we're going to sit here and we've got B2 going. And we want to I guess what you should do is really decide on how you want to do this, because there are two different ways that are like greatly approved in my opinion. One I like to call the JSON way, where it's written kind of like JSON, where it's a key value pair. I mean, also data dictionary. It's a key value pair. That's what it is. But it only goes down to like the second level, so it's only like, it doesn't go to a third level where it would be like, to an extreme level, I guess. And what I'm talking about is like, here's the question, and then here's the answer. On occasion, there could be a third column, and that's if you get into really advanced stuff. But like, the question might be user, and then the answer would be subscriber. Now, in order to qualify to be in there, and with that key value pair, you have to hit the subscribe button. And then it would be like question 1. Or how about we just don't even say question 1? I mean, that is an option, but and then somebody will be like, oh, okay, here's question 1. Question 2, and then on another sheet, if we can get it working, because it doesn't want to work, you would create a lookup table, and you would explain like question 1 is this, question 2 is this, or you could just skip that and just go, did you subscribe yet? And question 2 can be, did you like the video? Whoop, video. Did you? Did you? So, and then of course your answer would be yes, you did. And yes, you did. Now, going on from that, that is an acceptable way of doing it. And then it would go on, and then it would be like user question, and it would just keep on going and going and going and going and going for each one of your things. And that's going to look really, really long. But believe me, it's not really all that slow. It's going to look like a lot. Now, the other way, and this is the preferred method for a lot of people. A lot of people do this. Is you're going to go like, here's your row. So let's say here's your user column. Okay, here's your user column, and then you're going to go question 1, or did you subscribe yet? Or did you like the video yet? And then we'll just go ahead and do this, where we select at the top where it says C and D, and then we go to where there's the double arrows going 2 different directions with the line, and then you tap it twice and it automatically goes to the correct size. Not a lot of people like to do that. What a lot of people like to do is they like to select the 2 and then drag it out so that they can kind of estimate, you know, this is going to be enough for everything. No, I don't. I should do that sometimes, but I don't always. Did you comment below? Did you? No? All right. So for the user, we're going to be like user 1, because we can just be generic. Yes. Yes. Yes, because user 1 is a fan, and user 1 believes in helping me with the YouTube algorithm. User 2 is like most people who view my videos, and they're like, no, 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 and then more interesting. You know, let's be interesting. You know, it's not going to be just yes, 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 no, no, no. Let's go with user 3, and it's going to be no, because they're really angry. And yes, I did comment below because you suck. And it's like, aw, thanks. I mean, user input is user input. It's still going to be useful to me. Like, thank you for letting me know that the video was not great and that you did not enjoy the video. Can you tell me why you didn't enjoy the video? It's because you suck. Well, okay. I'd like it if you were a little bit more helpful, but if you can't be, I mean, that's on you. That's good. Okay? I mean, you tried, right? No? Okay. Now, see, what you have here is the actual way that you should be doing it. You should be making it so that every single row is a different person's opinion. And then you can add other nice little things in here, like the date, the time. Yes, you can write it in the code so that every time it generates, you can just grab those individually instead of later on having to separate the 2. You can get in a user ID, which obviously would usually come. A lot of people actually prefer that over here. And oh, look, we're going to use that column that we didn't use earlier because of the fact that now we have the column there, and the column is going to be like 0, 1, okay, 0, 2, and then technically that would have worked. Okay. So then we're going to take that off, because usually user ID is like a primary key, so it's going to end up in the front, not in the back, or not linked in there. I mean, that's going to be your foreign keys that link to other primary keys and whatnot and so forth. So let's say that user 1 is going to be like in a report ID or linked to a report ID or an employee ID, you know, something like that. So let's see here. Let me see if I can remember this. Today. And of course, we're going to go down here and it's going to automatically go to tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't it be great if it was just like, oh, no way. All right, I can suss that out later. And so on and so forth. And then this is, it's user ID 1, employee number 45987, because technically the employees might have started back in like 1998 or something, and it's been, you know, 24 years, so we've had 45,000 employees. You don't know. And this is just a oh shoot, there we go, that's believable. And now these are just like random employees and stuff that are like in here, and then 2, 3, okay, fine. And then that's what we're doing. I love this, because now we're going to sit here. Oh, is that why that's changing? Is because it's changing every time this changes down here, my system time? Cool. That is the problem with using now. Yeah, it also happens with my dryer. I mean, I'm really kind of messy. Like I said, I'm busy. I'm sorry. But this is generally the way that you would write an Excel spreadsheet, is that you would do it so that you end up with your questions are your columns. So who is the user? What is their answer for this question, this question, this question, and this question? And then it goes down for every user. And I mean, we don't have to do it like that either, because we can also sit there, and sometimes it's not going to be like that. It's going to be like, say for instance, I collect stock data, end of day stock data. Okay. And it's my stuff would go like the date, and then the closing, opening, probably backwards on that, whatever. And then of course it's going to be the actual stock. And then we might have like what market it's in. So can I get market in? Okay. Because it's not just, you know, it could be, oh my gosh, have I really just stopped on the whole stock market thing so much? It could be NASDAQ, it could be something else. Okay. So, and I have another one where it collects crypto data. So it'll go like date, crypto value, and I don't know, volume. It'll collect all sorts of different data, and then it'll just be like whatever, like my crypto, because crypto trades all the time. It goes date time for the most point, or something like that. For the stock, it'll be like it'll be today, and then the closing will be 53.25, and then it'll be 51.23, and then the stock market will be, let's say it's fun, and the market, I think I'm gonna just put in NASDAQ. I'm pretty sure it's not, but whatever. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And then it'll be difference, and it'll be, the equals closing minus opening, because that's how the day works, is that it starts in the morning with the opening and it ends in the afternoon for the closing. So there was a $2 difference, and then it'll be percent change. Do you get what I'm saying here? Because I mean, I can do this all day long. Let's see here. It'll be this divided by that. There we go. A 3.9, and then we can hit the percent and hit it 4%. And then if we really want to, we can, oh, that can't be right. Oh, here we go. Wrong way. There we go. It's not like I'm really good at making Excel spreadsheets or anything. But anyway, this is how you do it. I mean, you answer questions. Every single column, question, 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 question. So, what is the date? Here. Closing, opening. What is the closing cost? What is the opening value? What is the stock that we're talking about? What is the market that stock is in? What is the difference? What is the percent change? And that is how we write good Excel tables. Thank you, and good night.